Cześć, siemano wam wszystkim, z tej strony Nim. Dzisiaj pierwszy mecz już na koledżu. To co, zaczynamy.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the UConn Huskies facing the UCLA Bruins.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now the starting group for the UConn Huskies. We've got Keefe, and it's Joseph in at the small forward. Here's Splitter, and he banks in the layup.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
And it's the Bruins with the ball, following the bucket by the Huskies. Here's Fresh. Jordan with the screen on Keefe. Pass to Looney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Here's Free. And Splitter pulls it down. Major
Defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here is Day. Pass to Keefe. Dishes it to Splitter. Leans. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Splitter's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. There's the pass to Fresh. Jordan with the screen on Keefe. Here's Roberts up and in from the low block.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The Huskies on offense. Here is Day. Splitter sets a screen. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Here's Free. There's a good screen. Here's Fresh. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Fresh has got his first points of the game. He's checked in for UCLA. Martin comes in for Fresh. Jennings against Free. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
On the floor for UConn, we've got Reed, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Barton. Here's Johnson. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And guys, thinking again about the Bruins, being so dominant during those decades. They set so many records in that time frame, won 88 games in a row, which is still...
And we've reached... And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Jordan in at small forward. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And for the Huskies, they've got Martin, and it's Splitter in at the center. Jordan in at the 3. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. They set the pick. Pass to Keefe. Splitter sets a screen. Here is Keefe. From about 19 feet, Splitter misses.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
On the floor for UConn, we've got Keefe, and it's Martin in at the power forward. UConn trails by 11. Day kicks to Joseph, puts up a 3. And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession. And some changes here for the Bruins. Johnson, he's checked in for Looney. Campbell comes in for Fresh. And Starks is subbed in for Free. Pass to Campbell. He kicks it to Jordan. Johnson the screen. And a wide open look for Jordan. Cans the shot from the wing. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
The Bruins shooting their first free throws of the evening. Irving's checked in for UCLA. Barton comes in for Starks. And a switcher also for UConn. McGuire's checked in. UConn trails by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
There's the screen. To the paint. Here's Pierce to halt the run. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
It really does make the game easy for your team.
Huskies going with a whole new group out there. UConn with the ball. Jordan, he's in at 3. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the center, locking down the middle. Martin the screen. Splitter with a screen on Free. Now Posey, pass to Keefe. Clock at 6. Splitter sets a screen. Jumper off the screen. Keefe missing. The Bruins leading by 15. And the pass to Looney. And 3 from Jordan. And he gets the bucket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Splitter sets a screen. Pass to Keefe. Over to the left wing. 1:16 left in the second half of basketball.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bruins.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jordan. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Outside Jennings. Howard setting the pick for Jennings. Now the dish to Howard. UConn moving that ball around. Stolen by Thomas. Jennings against Porter. Outside Jordan. Barton in the corner. Back to Jordan. Porter in the corner. Jennings with the steal. So it's UCLA picking up the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And Clark...
7 punktów, 2 zbiórki, asysta. Ale słabo. Do drugiego meczu. Okej, jedziemy z drugim meczem.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Texas Longhorns.
And guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
So on the floor for UCLA, Jordan in at the 3. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Roberts in at center.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
And that one's good. Fresh.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Now Texas with it. 4-point game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Edwards passes to Turner. Ellis with it. The feed to Doherty. Free against Edwards. Here's Doherty. That one wide left.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Down low, 9 feet out, and the Bruins tack on 2 more.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
There's a good screen. Ellis outside. Out of hand on it. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Doherty against Free. Clock at 4. UCLA needs to get off a shot. And Jordan gets it to go.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins.
Get open, he's free.
Here is Blair. Trying to get back on track, and the layup is good.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton also coming out of Westwood.
We've got Hudson, and it's Rush in at small forward. And for the Bruins, Jordan, he's in at 3. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Starks, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
We've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Jordy out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4. So on the floor for UCLA, Jordan in at small forward. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Turner. UCLA grabs the miss.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here is Edwards following the basket by Freak. There's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Back to Doherty from downtown. That's good. Doherty's got 8 points. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Here's Jordan following the 3-point basket by Texas. That's good.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Texas trails by 14.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
Edwards against Free. And that one's good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Bruins leading by 12. Pass to Jordan. There's the pick. To the wing on the left. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Pass to Roberts. Releases from 15. That's short off the rim.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
And here's Edwards. Outside Turner. Tries it from 19. Again, Doherty with the miss.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years. Their conference isn't known as a basketball power, though. The school loves their athletics, and they are intent on having a strong basketball team.
They've got Doherty. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Here is Edwards. Here's the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally, bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a pocket.
Texas trails by 12. 1:37 left here in the second half of the game. Blair can't hit.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Porter dishes to Johnson. Feeds it to Porter. Starks kicks to Porter. The pass to Johnson. And the layup falls. And UCLA leads by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bruins.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jordan. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
41 seconds left to play here in the second half. Johnson the screen. To the wing right side. Porter passes to Johnson. Puts up the baby hook. And the Bruins tack on 2 more.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Starks outside. So it's UCLA picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want.
9 punktów. No to co, jedziemy następne.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as 2 major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Bryant. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Beal in at the 1. Jordan against Miller. Fires from 14. No good for Jordan.
No.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Now here's Beal, following the miss by Freak, right wing. Ilgauskas dishes to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Villanova needs to get off a shot here. And it's Ilgauskas missing. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
And here is Ilgauskas following the three-pointer by Freak. And it's Miller penetrating. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Right side, Jordan. Hands the shot from the wing. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
They double him with Jordan. And Beal kicks to Bryant. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Jordan against Beal. Bryant gets a wide open look. And another miss by Villanova. The Bruins leading by 3. Jordan in at the 3. Free out there with Fresh. And it's Roberts in at center. Here's Free. Jordan the screen. Free passes to Jordan. Shot off the pick. And the Bruins tack on 2 more.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Cooper. Miller is out there with Bryant. And it's Ilgauskas in a power forward. Pass to Free. He kicks to Jordan. Launches it. Villanova grabs the miss. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 2005, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Fresh, the pass to Roberts. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Jordan against Miller. To the paint.
Kurwa,
And
no nie
stolen by
temu, ja
Miller.
pierdolę!
Fast break, Villanova. High, arcing shot, and it's Cooper missing.
Pierdolę z tym sterowaniem w tej grze, to jest naprawdę...
Outside Jordan. Now the pass to Looney. There's the feed to Roberts. To the right side. Fresh, the pass to Roberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Free, covered by Ilgauskas. Shoots a 3. Good! There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
There's a screen. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup.
And so we wrap it. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Jordan, he's in at small forward. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low. Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Foye are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Miller. Cooper is out there at Bryant, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. Here's Fresh. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Kurwa, znowu nie temu.
Miller against Jordan. Fresh, the pass to Roberts. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan.
Ja
The rebound
pierdolę,
by
no.
Ilgauskas.
You know, with Foy and Lowry, as you mentioned, I mean, they played together at the same time for Villanova. It was one of the best backcourts they've ever had.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal dishes to Miller. There's the 3. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it.
And that Villanova team with Foy and Lowry was great. The grit and toughness that they both still play with in the NBA today, born at
Yes,
Villanova.
that is.
And in general, the Wildcat players are some of the toughest mentally around.
And Beal kicks to Miller. From downtown, Miller with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The
Yeah.
defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate
Kurde,
that he
trzeba
didn't
było
knock that
chwilę
one down.
poczekać.
And Beal kicks to Miller. He feeds it to Bryant. Cooper the pass to Beal. And that's out of bounds. Villanova will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass.
Here's Starks. Jordan in at small forward. Looney out there with Starks. And it's Roberts in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Martin dishes to Jordan. And right on target. Good. And UCLA leads by 6. Jordan's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Here is Gaines. Covered by Starks. Gaines kicks to Ross. Dishes it to Jones. And he drops in the
Kurde,
layup
no.
off the glass.
You're on track
Zamiast
here in the
trójki
second
szóstkę
half.
nacisnąłem.
After
Szlak
their
by
less
cię
than
trafił,
impressive
ty.
first half.
Mendo
I
jedna.
think they came out with
Przyciski są
entire
tak
legs
tutaj
to start.
porąbane, że...
They've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot
O
more
kurwa.
active and engaged.
They set the pick. Starts the pass to Roberts. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Villanova trails by 6. Some changes here for the Bruins. Fresh comes in for Barton. And Free subbed in for Starks. And some changes here for Villanova. .121 left to play here in the second half. Pass to Cooper. They double him with Jordan. Miller with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. The Bruins leading by 6. Here's Free. Out left to the wing. Here's Roberts. Buries the long-range jumper.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
co, druga połowa minigolfu, czy
And
jak?
Villanova going with the whole new group out there.
Znowu? Koniec? Tak, 29-22. No to trochę dziwnie zrobione jest dalej. No okej, jeszcze jeden mecz. Ostatni. Trzeba wygrać.
Welcome everyone to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4. Now here's Decker, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Fresh. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Hill. Now the feed to Evans. Kaminsky dishes to Decker to the inside. They get it back. Evans. And Jordan sends it back. Here's Free. Passes it to Fresh. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup. Fresh has got his second bucket of the night.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Pick up by Hill. Evans, right side. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Here's Free. Jordan up top. And there's the pass to Fresh. Back to Jordan. 16 feet away. The Badgers pull it in.
Kurde, no jak?
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Free passes to Fresh. Here's Free. Jordan the screen. Here's Free. No good. Evans with some nice D. Jordan, and it's small forward. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's Decker, off with the layup.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4-man position.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Ja.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. Wisconsin trails by 6. Hill kicks to Hawkins. 51 seconds left here in the first half of the game. Outside Hill. Here's the screen. Shot off the screen. And the wide open shot from Decker. Gets an open look and
A
hits.
mać.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Outside Jordan. Here's Looney. Back to Jordan. Left in the first half. Hawkins kicks to Evans.
Kurwa, podawałem to tego najbliższego, on mi podał gdzieś w cholerę
Just
daleko.
on the clock. That's good.
Kurwa.
Evans has got his second bucket of the game to go. Fresh. Shot is off.
Chyba się zdenerwowałem. Żenada.
And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Jordan, he's in at small forward. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Pass to Fresh. Here's Free. He's guarded by Hill. Outside Jordan. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And UCLA leads by 3.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Here's Conley following the basket by Freak.
Kurwa, no,
Counted,
z
and
tym
the point lead
enterem
has
na
been cut down
sprincie
to
to jest
1 on the
jakaś
bucket from
porażka
Conley.
w tej grze.
You know, Wisconsin has
Porażka,
not
kurwa, w tym
historically had a
sterowaniu
lot
na
of
tej
players in the
klawiaturze
NBA.
jest.
That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Kurwa, porażka po prostu z tym sterowaniem. Oni przyspieszają, kurwa, w każdym momencie.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Gibson kicks to Hill for the lead. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Badgers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses.
Co jest, kurwa, z tym ekranem?
And it's tied up with that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Barton dishes to Starks. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Starks has got his second basket of the night. Hawkins gets to Conley. He dishes it to Wade. Outside Hill. Back to Wade. The Badgers working the ball around now. Good on the shot. Gibson's got it all tied up now for the Badgers.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Now here's Jordan. Thomas a screen.
Rzucaj, kurwa.
Here's Barton. Kicks it to Thomas. Fires from 14. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And if you came to see offense, folks, then you are getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you're getting all the snap, crackle, and pop you want from a scoring standpoint in this one. I just hope you didn't come to see any D, because if you did, you've been in for a long day.
Jordan in at the 3. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Starks, and it's Barton in at the 2. Here's Hill after the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago. Dishes it to Jordan. Plenty of space. And the Bruins tack on 2 more.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and give the ball to Freak every chance you get.
Hands with the ball out of
Kurwa, no
bounds.
co
Jordan touched it
zrobiłem?
last.
Dawałem
And that's
przecież w
just
lewo.
carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Tego nie rozumiem cały czas po prostu. Jest jakieś dziwne.
Peyton against Porter. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Outside Jordan. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go.
Kurwa.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way.
Słabo.
Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all tournament long. On behalf of the entire 2K sports team and this crew in particular, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well. How you
Hey,
doing,
Daddy.
Mr. P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak.
Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game, but bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse me?
Wait, Freak, you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do. I am the
Pagnotti,
best at what I
You
do.
have had
Nobody's
your 30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I
son.
love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Jaren Grant from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select DeLon Wright from the University of Utah. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Justin Anderson. With the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Michael Jordan from UCLA.
Idealnie. Idealnie. Idealno.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Go get him, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.